Aries, hi. So this is going to be a reading for July 20th through the 26th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. Better. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. The fan was a little too high for my ears. I'm guessing for yours too. Let's see. Aries. What is up? What is up? What have you been doing since I last saw you? Huh? The overall energy for the reading, the Empress. I can't tell if that's your energy or somebody you're dealing with quite yet. I lean towards somebody you're dealing with, but it could be your energy as well. Regardless, awesome energy. Anyways, and you're like, well, then it's mine. No, it doesn't work that way. Energy-wise, we all have awesome energy. Anyways, in the recent past, the Two of Swords, the Devil, the Queen of Cups. Lots of overthinking. It's just, it's your mind is super overstimulated. To the point of, it gets crazy. It gets like the stories that are running through your mind about something definitely make you feel like you're going nuts here. It's about something you deeply care about, but you're not using your heart there at all, just your mind, like just too overly. Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened there, but I feel like you've gotten very close, if not to the point of thinking you're insane here, with the amount of overthinking here over something. In the current situation, the Emperor, the Seven of Swords, the Three of Swords. You kind of have your back turned to something, but man, it's difficult, whatever it is. So it's not easy to just, have your back turned and ignore and be like, okay, whatever. No, takes a lot of effort, takes a lot of, it's heavy to keep on keeping on with your back turned there. It's painful. So I don't know what the situation is. You make it look easy until I see the pain part, and it's like, yeah, no, it's not that easy to keep on keeping on here. In the immediate future, the Five of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Page of Cups. This comes through as a little bit of regret over something you should have done. So shoulda, woulda, coulda comes into play. Maybe I should have done more. Maybe I did too little. I don't know. There's a form of regret in there. I don't know if it's yours. It could be somebody you're dealing with too. It doesn't have to be you, but let's clarify. Let's see what's up here. Let me do the Empress. For the Empress, you get the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Wands. See, something's not adding up here, because whoever this is clearly, energetically speaking at least, very important to you. And in the physical, there seems to be some sort of an emotional tie in here. You're not very invested though, emotionally speaking. Right now, you don't look very, you almost look like, I don't give a shit what happens, but when you do open up to this energy, you do seem to come from your heart though. I do see there is love there. The reason that sometimes you guys show up disconnected emotionally or not involved emotionally is because you're shutting down your heart to the situation. That doesn't mean there isn't love. There's love there. It's just if you shut it down, you can't, what are you working with? Nothing. So you seem to be emotionally shut down there, but at the same time, you're trying to be very caring when you exchange energy here with whoever this is, because again, from an energetic perspective, this is a connection. This is a very strong connection, let me go. I'm kind of scared of that past energy there. That's the type that would give me a headache easily. For the Two of Swords, you get the Five of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Empress. Yeah, you're trying to figure out what the hell. There's definitely something going on with this Empress energy, which is not you, by the way. It's somebody else tied up to you, but very important to you. And something is going on with them. There's quite the past in here, and quite the tumultuous past to some extent. Not all of it, but the parts in which it is tumultuous, it's very. And I see you kind of trying to figure out, what the hell am I supposed to learn from this? You know? What the hell is this trying to show me? What's up with this experience? Why is this in my life? What's going on here? You know? And again, there's so much coming at this approach from a mental perspective that I feel like you drove yourself into a freaking maze, you know, with your mind that you couldn't find the exit to. And this wasn't about the mind. If you were trying to figure out what this was about, hold on. There you go. Better than a headache. Go away. For the Devil, you get the Lovers, the Devil, the Four of Swords. Man, this was... I feel like at some point you came out of that state of let's overthink the hell out of this thing, and you really, really sat with everything, you know, with the energy of this connection, with you, with everything that was going on at that point. And I feel like very fast it was revealed to you that there's something quite unhealthy at play there within that dynamic, you know. Again, not from beginning to end, but at some point it started becoming very unhealthy, not just for you, but for them too. So it's an overall energy of, like, I see you face to face with this energy of unhealthiness, and then you're like, that's it, you know. Man, this is heavy shit. Let me do the Queen of Cups in the recent past. The Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, the Six of Pentacles. And initially, I think the first thing that came to you was the fact that you actually care about whoever this is. So recognizing, yeah, stuff is unhealthy here. But at the same time, recognizing that, yeah, but I care for them, they care for me, ultimately. You know, so from that, I think initially you actually wanted to work on this. But they probably did too, because I do see a coming together of the energies to figure stuff out, you know, to be like, okay, can we correct this? Can we work through this, whatever this is? Can we remove the unhealthy factor from this? You know, and I feel like you tried, both of you, you know. Let me do the Emperor in the current situation. The Knight of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Three of Wands. Ooh, you're itching. You're like, I gotta go. I gotta. You've been gotta. There's a while now that there's this energy that's coming in from somewhere inside of you that's telling you, let's go. Let's go, let's do, let's what? Let's, I don't know, let's what, but let's something. That's the energy I'm getting from you here. Very, not impatient, because I feel like first things first, you gotta do something here with your back turned to something. You can't just go and do without closing off certain things. And that's what I think you're trying to do here. I think you don't even know. Like, if I were to ask you there, what are you going to do here with this energy of, you know, I can see the energy. It's very nice. But, like, it doesn't have a target necessarily. It doesn't have a destination. Like, where are you going to put this energy? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. But I feel like a sense of I got to do something, you know? And I'm like, okay, that's a pretty cool energy. And it's definitely going to be put to use at some point. but I feel like you're still part of something else here. For the Seven of Swords, in the current situation, you get the Four of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Two of Cups. Yeah, there's something that's not completed here. There's something that carries a lot of weight. You kind of are trying to avoid something here. Because it upsets you, because it brings you down. Because it's like it carries energies of heaviness, and it's like, I really... Who would? I mean, none of us do. You know, when things get shitty, when things get hard, it's like, who would want to go, oh yeah, I'm right there dealing with it. Yeah, yay. Yeah, no, none of us. You know, most of us would want to avoid. Now, if we decide, okay, at some point I gotta address this and I can't just avoid this forever, then the healing can start. But in this case, nah. First of all, it feels very heavy, whatever's going on here. When you kind of throw yourself in the midst of whatever's going on here, you're coming out saying it's fucking complicated. So nothing is clear about what's going on there. So I can understand why you're trying to avoid it. At the same time, there's gotta come some sort of clarity at some point from this so that you can stop avoiding it. For the Three of Swords, you get the Six of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Four of Wands. Okay, so you're kind of starting to figure out what it is that you want based off of this experience that's showing you what it is that you don't want. So it's like, I want the opposite of that, please. So this experience, at least for right now, is starting to reveal very clearly the things that you're not looking for, the things that you're not wanting for yourself, the things that you consider are not good things for you. So from that comes the opposite. You're like, okay, so I'm starting to see what I'm wanting for myself. What would be good for me? What would resonate with me? You know? So that's a good thing. So there's clarity in certain aspects here then. Okay. Okay, so you're not avoiding completely. You're definitely drawing some conclusions here. That's good. Alrighty. Let me see the Five of Cups in the immediate future. You get the Death card, the Strength card, the Ten of Wands. Something's getting closer and closer to an ending here. And the closer it gets, it's kind of bittersweet. Because on one hand, you're super excited about the next chapter that's going to come after this closure. And on the other hand, again, the closer the energies are getting to this ending, the harder it feels that this chapter is ending. You know, so it's kind of tricky here. Let's do the Ace of Swords in the immediate future. The Seven of Pentacles, the Magician, the Six of Swords. Interesting, because you're manifesting something. Could have to do with your stability, could have to do with the project or work or whatever in that, on that side of your stability. And it's looking good. The problem with it is that like any manifestation, let's say, okay, this is me manifesting, the universe is right there, and we get to chatting, we get to like, universe, this is kind of what I'm thinking about. And the universe is starting to send that energy over to me, right? As I manifest it, I have to start heading in its direction so that somewhere along the way we meet. And I'm like, hey, manifestation, great. You know, what you're doing is, hey, universe, I'm manifesting this, right? The universe like, hey, okay, I'm sending that over. And you're like, cool. And you start walking in the opposite direction. Hold on, what are you doing? Why? I don't think I've ever seen this in a reading. I've seen people sabotaging their own manifest. Well, this is a form of sabotaging it, but like, I don't understand. Why? Manifestation, energy coming in. There you go. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you're not realizing. Maybe you think you're walking in the direction of your manifestation, but you're actually not. And at some point, I think you will realize that. Page of Cups in the immediate future. You get the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. There's like... this is a very nice energy. Very homey. Very cozy. Very homey. But you're surrounded by nice energy here. I'm not sure if this isn't like a family gathering or something like that. Like or an outing with friends, but it's not, because it's close to home. Well, it could be still an outing with friends, but close to home. I don't know. It's a super nice energy that kind of reestablishes a little bit of a sense of hope for you. Like, okay, everything's gonna be fucking awesome here. Everything's gonna be great. Like, it recharges you, you know. So it's pretty cool. You got me confused with this manifestation situation, but, you know, at some point I think you will figure it out. That, hey, what am I doing? Basically, through your actions, you're walking in the direction of your own manifestation when you're manifesting something. But I think at some point you'll realize that through your action, you're actually walking quite away from your manifestation. So let me see what the universe has for you as a final advice. The Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you're kind of in a bittersweet type of energy right now, because as you feel something might be going south, might be closing off, might be going down, there's other things that are picking up. So you might feel both at the same time, which is kind of normal. We live in a duality, so, you know, we're going to feel both. But, you know, I feel like the way you're navigating through this, for the most part, looks okay. The tendency to avoid is kind of normal. Again, what boggles my mind is how you manifest and then walk in the opposite direction. But we'll figure that one out at a later time. I'm sure it'll pop up at some point. But that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.